All right, once again, good morning, XL Center. Welcome to the main interview room and March Madness 2019. We're joined now by student athletes from the University of Vermont, Ernie Duncan, Steph Smith, and Anthony Lamb. They're available for your questions until our head coach joins us down here. We'll take at least 5 or 10 minutes worth. Then we're going to send these guys back to the locker room to join their teammates. If you have a question for any of our Vermont student athletes, raise your hand. Let's get this tournament started. Right down in the middle. On the right side, wait for the microphone, name and media outlet, and then your question.
Mike Abelson, New Hampshire Union leader. Anthony, this season, what expectations did you put on yourself going into the year, and have you achieved them thus far?
Yeah, so this year is mostly for me trying to get healthy and trying to get back to myself and the level of play I expect from myself. So I was really just trying to become a leader on this team, knowing that I have to step into a bigger role as an upperclassman. So really just trying to just do what the coaches tell me and just get back to 100% was my goal. And I think I've done that to the best of my ability this year.
Continuing with questions for Ernie or Steph or Anthony on the right side.
Don Memori from the Hartford Current. Ernie, I'd like you to kind of talk about Coach Becker a little bit, what he's brought, what he brings to the program, and what was it about him and the tone he sets for the program that it kind of encouraged all three, both of your brothers to come as well.
Yeah, I think the winning culture he kind of has here at Vermont is a big reason why I came, and the chance to get to this stage is why myself and Everett and Robin came to Vermont. But Coach Becker is just he's a competitor. He's a great person to relate to off the court, and he does a really good job of just balancing life on the court and life off the court.
We're going to stay on the right side toward the front. Name and media outlet, please, sir.
Ira Schofel, warchant.com. For Anthony and Steph, you guys played in ACC school earlier this year, and you guys both had really big games. Can you talk about that experience, and what do you think that'll do in terms of preparing for Florida State?
We're going to ask Steph to take that first, followed by Anthony. Steph, go ahead.
Yeah, it was a great experience. The stadium, the atmosphere, playing at the Yum Center. It's just that level of basketball, it's a little different athletic-wise, physical-wise, but I think it's good that, we got to play that game to prepare us for this game coming up on Thursday.
And Anthony?
It's a lot of fun when you get to play against better competition. So I think we're going to take advantage of that experience and try to bring it into this NCAA tournament game.
Let's go back toward the middle with another question for our student athletes. Come on, right up, Taylor. Right there. Yep.
Thank you. Mike Abelson, New Hampshire Union leader again. For Anthony and then for Ernie, you guys got here 2 years ago, lost to Purdue. What do you take away from that experience, and how much does it help you prepare for the game you have tomorrow?
We're actually going to ask Ernie to take that first, and then Anthony after that.
We're definitely hungry with Anthony. I having a taste of the big stage. I know him and myself are really hungry for a chance to kind of compete against a high major team, and then overall win. So we're definitely excited for tomorrow.
Anthony, go ahead.
It was a great game 2 years ago when we were able to step on the big stage, and now we know what it takes in a game like that, playing against higher competition, and how it feels to play in front of that many people, in front of such a great crowd.
Continuing with questions for the Vermont student athletes. If you have one, raise your hand. Back again on the right side, up front.
Really, for any of you guys, getting to play somewhat close to home, what do you guys expect in terms of fan support from students or family or friends coming over for the games?
We'll have Ernie take that, then Steph, then Anthony, and then maybe we'll wrap things up. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty much like we feel like it's a home game for us in a way. It's really exciting that we're going to have a lot of fans coming down from Vermont and in the area coming down to support us.
Steph.
Yeah, it's amazing. Fan support's been really great whole year. So it's going to be great, to have that support. And it's like a home game, like you said.
Anthony.
Just grateful that my mom can make the trip. It's not too far for her. So anything that makes it easy on my mom is good for me.
On the left side toward the center,
Ralph Russo, AP for any of the guys, but maybe Anthony's best served for this. Florida State's length and height is uncommon even for other ACC teams. So, how do you sort of make up for that disadvantage?
Anthony.
I think it's our job to understand that and going into the game being prepared for that. We haven't faced a team probably as long or as athletic as them, but we've gotten close in playing Kansas and Louisville. So it's really understanding where we can get to on the court and how we can best exploit our advantages versus their strengths.
Is there a final question for the Vermont student athletes at this time? Okay, with no more questions, we want to thank Ernie, Steph, and Anthony. They're going to head back to the locker room and join their teammates. The rest of the Vermont student athletes will be available there. We'll have head coach John Becker join us here in the main interview room in just a moment. Thanks, guys. I guess move down a couple. You want to keep us apart? Yeah. We're joined right now by head coach John Becker of the Vermont Catamounts. We'll ask Coach Becker to open things up with a couple thoughts, then we'll take questions for him. Coach.
Yeah, exciting to be home in Connecticut. With opportunity to play NCAA tournament game here in Hartford. We're looking forward to tomorrow afternoon against a really good Florida State team, and hopefully get a good turnout of Vermont Catamount fans and New England basketball fans, and we're really looking forward to it tomorrow.
Coach Becker's ready for your questions over the next 10 minutes. Who's got the first one? If you have a question for Coach, raise your hand. We're going to go to the right side of the room, up front.
Coach, Ira Schofeld with WarChant.com. Playing at Louisville and Kansas, what did that do? Do you think that experience, especially the success that a couple of your guys really had in those games, what does that do going into a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to help us out tremendously. We put together a really challenging non-conference schedule that included at Louisville and at Kansas. Hopefully that will pay benefits tomorrow. I think this will be the most athletic and longest team we play all year, so I think it will be an adjustment getting used to their size and athleticism, but hopefully once the game starts and we can get a feel for that, we'll settle in.
If you have a question for Coach Becker, please raise your hand. We'll send one of the microphone attendants in your direction. Questions for Coach? Up front on the left side.
Neil Ostrow with the Journal-Inquirer. Coach, you've obviously been back here plenty of times, at least in the area, but when's the last time you played in this building or coached in this building? Is it just nice to be back and see some friendly faces?
Yeah, no, it's really exciting for me and my family to have this opportunity. And last time I was in this building, I think it was when I took my daughter to see the Eagles here a couple years ago. But the last time for a basketball game was their national championship year with Kemba Walker and those guys, and it was pretty neat. Ryan Russillo gave our pregame talk in our locker room, and Mike Lonergan was the head coach. I was an assistant, and we were up 3, I think, at the half, and then things changed in the second half, unfortunately. But they went on to win the national championship. Napier was a freshman, and Kemba was a pretty good backcourt they had there, and so. Yeah, it will be really, really neat tomorrow to be able to coach out here as a head coach in an NCAA tournament game in my home state.
Continuing with questions for Coach Becker, let's go back to the right. Ira.
Coach, when you look at Florida State and you put together your game plan, is it 3 things, 5 things, or what do you focus on going into a game against them?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple game plan, and offensively, we're going to have to probably make a lot of shots, shoot a lot of threes just because of their size in and around the basket. And then defensively, I think rebounding is going to be really important. We're a good defensive team. We're a really good defensive rebounding team, but we haven't played the likes of this size before. And so we're going to have to really clean up the glass and box out and get rebounds. If we can do that, we can get out and play in transition and hopefully attack them early before they can get their defense set. So, there's a lot of similarities to our recent games as far as the game plan goes, and we'll see.
Coach, next question's in the back of the room, just to the left of center.
Hey, John. Mike Abelson, New Hampshire Union leader. Two quick ones for you. First one, what can you say about Anthony's maturation this season, and how much will the team rely on him tomorrow? And how can the team continue to stay as dialed in as they were in the conference tournament?
Yeah, Anthony's been amazing this year. His growth as a player, he's really his perimeter skills have really improved in three-point shot, and it's really made him a hard cover. But most importantly, as a leader, he's been tremendous, and he's become, along with Ernie Duncan, become the leader of this team. And he's been there every day for us and every night. He shoots 35% of our shots, which is very different than how most Vermont teams play, where it's much more balanced scoring. We've really relied on Anthony night in and night out, and he's delivered. And the other piece of him offensively has really become a complete player, and really is passing the ball when he's doubled and triple teamed, and was an all defensive player this year, which I'm really proud of. He's become a really good two-way player. And so, that's he's going to be important for us, obviously, again tomorrow. So. And what was the second part of your question?
How can you keep your team's focus as they were in the conference tournament?
We've been really, really focused, and for a young team, that's been, been really important for us. And we've gotten better as the year has gone on. And I thought in our conference tournament was the best we've done all year of executing our system and executing the game plan. And for a full 40 minutes, our guys did a really good job with that. And there'll be excitement early in the game around being in an NCAA tournament, but hopefully we can, calm down early in the game and settle in, get a feel for their athleticism, and go out there and play to win.
In the back of the room on the right side, Coach Ralph.
Ralph Russo from the Associated Press. John, I'm wondering your experience coaching at Gallaudet, how that shaped your career, unique experience. Does it make you become a different kind of coach in some ways?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from that experience as a young coach, and the first and probably most important is just the value of communication, and where I had to teach myself sign language to communicate with my players and other coaches, and I took that really seriously, and really proud that was able to communicate there, and we take for granted the communication piece, and I had never have since then, and we over communicate in our program here, and understand the importance of that and the value of that, and how easy it is for us, and that and the friendships I made there, and just to be part of that culture and part of that community gave me a great appreciation for a lot of things that I have and that we have, and I stay hopefully a little bit part of that community I bring forward with me, and it's made me a better coach for sure.
We have time for a few more questions for Coach Becker, if there are any. Let's go back up to the front on the right. Ira.
Ira Schofeld, warchant.com. What UMBC did last year, does that do anything? Is that relevant at all for the conference? I know this isn't a 1-16 matchup. But.
Yeah. No, I think, we're really proud of what UMBC, as a conference member, we're really proud of what UMBC was able to accomplish last year. And so I think as a conference we have confidence, and we want to be competitive, and we want to win games in the tournament. We can see what that does for us, and they help give us confidence. We've won some NCAA tournament games, obviously a Syracuse game and Lamar in the first four in 2012. And so as a conference, we really pride ourselves on being a little underappreciated and undervalued, and so this is our opportunity to show the country just how good of a conference we are, and we're here representing our conference, and we expect to advance.
On the right side.
John, can you talk a little bit about the preparation to play Florida State with your reserves? Because they're not quite the same length and the same athleticism. How did you prepare, and how did those guys prepare for their role in getting your starters ready? Yeah, and I think our bench is going to have to play well tomorrow. I mean, just with how hard Florida State plays, and they play 11 guys, and to play the full 40 minutes, we're going to have to trust the bench. They're going to have to be productive. We're going to have to keep rotating guys so that we can play, the whole game, so to speak. And so, our bench has been inconsistent all year, has been much better. I've tinkered with the starting lineup more than I ever had this year, as recently as the conference playoffs, and so our bench is constantly kind of evolving. And I like where our starters and who we have coming off the bench and how they complement each other. And so we'll need them to play well.
We have time for one more if there is one. With no more questions, we want to thank Coach Becker for joining us here in the main interview room. Good luck with the game. Enjoy open practice, and we'll see you.